Hi, my name's Brad King. I'm a nutritional researcher, a best-selling author, and a product formulator. A huge part of the population suffers from sleep disturbances, and the reason they suffer from sleep disturbances, and this is newer research, where we're now knowing that there's a very high enzyme that's created in the body called IDO, indoleamine dioxygenase. And that's a big name for an enzyme that eats up an amino acid in the body called tryptophan. This is one of the major reasons why we don't sleep at night, is because tryptophan, which we take in through protein, first of all, is not found in very high quantity in the majority of protein, but that tryptophan is needed to produce really feel-good chemicals in the brain, balance the brain, things like serotonin. When people suffer from depression, they usually go on selective serotonin reuptake inhibiting drugs like Prozac or Zoloft. And that's because they don't have enough tryptophan to make the serotonin, which is the feel-good chemical. But that same chemical, that serotonin, also converts into something called melatonin at night. And we need both serotonin and melatonin, but if we have very high levels of that enzyme called IDO, and the research is showing we do have high levels of it when we get a little older, when we experience excess body fat, and especially when we experience stress. And the majority of us are experiencing that stress. I created the Ultimate Sleep to really offset that reaction. There was no other formula on the market that was addressing that enzymatic reaction. So yes, I put ingredients in the formula that work very much like other formulas out there. They help to support the sleep cycle, low dose melatonin, things like L-theanine from green tea that relaxes the body, things like jujube berry, which has been used in Chinese medicine for centuries for sleep and helping relax the body. But we also put ingredients in the formula like lysine that compete for the enzyme that degrades things like tryptophan, and that allows people to get into a deeper phase of sleep, but also usually helps people sleep more effectively through the night so they can wake up refreshed. No, I mean, unless you were to take a multiple dose of the product, you're not going to have a problem at all. I mean, anyone that takes well over 3 grams of melatonin can have a little bit of a fogginess, but we're talking about 1 milligram per capsule of the Ultimate Sleep, and most people take anywhere from 1 to 3. So you would need to take a lot more than 3 milligrams in order to feel that kind of hungover, foggy reaction. And that, once again, is only in a very small percentage of the population if you were to need those kind of dosages. And I don't know anybody that's ever taken more than 3 capsules of the Ultimate Sleep, so there shouldn't be a problem. Absolutely not. Anybody can benefit from a sleep formula that's well designed, that doesn't contain high dose melatonin. I'm not a believer in high dose melatonin. I think you just need to take enough of it to support the natural sleep cycle. But because of the jujube berry, because of the other ingredients within the formula that are very synergistic, the formula relaxes the body at the same time as allowing the body to get into a deeper phase of sleep, and then also aiding the body in staying there longer. And that's what it's all about. It's about regenerating the body, and this is what happens during the deepest phase of sleep. All of the regeneration, the production of things like human growth hormone, take place during our delta phase of sleep, which is our deepest phase of sleep. But if we don't get into that phase, we're not able to regenerate the body effectively. And that's why I put those ingredients together, like theanine, like the jujube berry, like the lysine and the niacinamide and the melatonin. Everything is very complementary in that formula. Approximately 1 hour to half an hour before people go to bed. That's when people will really notice a reaction, feel a little sleepier, relax the body a little more, but anywhere from basically an hour to half an hour before. Yeah, the ingredients were designed to be synergistic for the entire sleep cycle, and it's the only formula on the market that really helps to address the enzymatic reasons why we don't stay asleep. Once again, we're producing enzymes like IDO, which is called indoleamine dioxygenase, which eats up tryptophan, and if there's no tryptophan, the body can't make melatonin, and it can't make serotonin, so it can't balance that overall brain chemistry, which really regulates the overall sleep cycle. We put the ingredients in the formula that compete for that IDO enzyme, so the body can actually produce the natural hormones it produces, and also we aid it with giving things like melatonin in the formula, relaxes the brain as well, and also helps us stay asleep long enough so that we can feel regenerated and refreshed. Usually a lot better than if they don't take the formula, because a lot of people aren't sleeping very favorably anymore. And the beautiful thing is the ultimate sleep really does help to reduce some of the excess stress because of the theanine and the jujube that we put into the formula, but it also is very synergistic with one of our other ingredients, which is ultimate anti-stress. Most people notice that if they take the ultimate anti-stress with the ultimate sleep, that's when they get the best sleep that they usually ever have. And this is what we hear over and over again. Both of those formulas work very favorably. The ultimate sleep works very, very well, probably better than any other sleep formula, natural or probably otherwise, that you're going to try on the market. But if you take it synergistically, it's going to aid that sleep cycle that much more. And people always feel better when they get a good night's sleep.